A U.S. congressional advisory panel is casting doubt on China's designation as a favored trading partner. In an annual report, the committee recommended revoking the status if a review finds that China failed to comply with an earlier agreement to provide more market access to U.S. goods and services. It also called for the creation of an agency to safeguard U.S. supply chains and help address threats to Taiwan. Now, the report was issued after President Joe Biden met China's Xi Jinping at the G20 summit in Bali. The two promised to continue cooperating on issues ranging from climate change to food security. The Biden administration's top trade official says the meeting sends a powerful signal that the two leaders are able to manage their complicated ties. Well, CNA's Jeremy Ko spoke with Katherine Tai on the sidelines of the Bloomberg New Economy Forum in Singapore.
I think that what we saw from the two presidents meeting is two extremely experienced leaders with experience with each other, demonstrating expertise in terms of managing this complex relationship. And I think particularly if you look at President Biden's body language in the pictures and in the film footage, you see someone who is very much at ease. The issues are not easy, but the responsible management of this relationship is absolutely critical. And it is really important that we have President Biden at the helm in leading the United States in managing this relationship with China.
So will you and your colleagues be meeting with your Chinese counterparts to work on the sticking points in the trade relationship between both countries?
The two presidents tasked their senior officials to continue to build on the communication, to continue to engage and have the open and candid conversations that we have been having. And it is my hope that we will see more and more opportunities to engage in person, especially. In the jobs that we have, nothing substitutes for in-person interactions. At the end of the day, what makes the world go round are human beings, and the basis of our interactions are the relationships that we build, even when the larger bilateral relationship remains extremely complicated.
So Bali was certainly a good start, in your opinion?
I think that Bali was a very important point, and it being the first time the two presidents have met in person, it's really a stark reminder of how restrictive China's COVID policies have been, and the impacts actually of the COVID years on the entire global economy can't be understated.
Are there any signs that President Biden could scrap any Trump-era tariffs on Chinese imports?
Well, I think we articulated last year that we are continuing to look for a realignment in the U.S.-China trade relationship, and that the tariffs can be a strategic tool in doing just that. You may have heard President Biden say that he raised with President Xi ongoing U.S. concerns about the negative impacts of China's non-market economic practices on the U.S. economy, on our workers, our families, and our businesses, and those impacts around the world as well. We will continue raising those concerns with our counterparts in Beijing.